Girls, pull up a chair. We need to talk about why January 3rd, 2026 just became the most important date for your brokerage account this decade. While the headlines are screaming about the tactical raid in Caracas, the smart money is already moving into the reconstruction phase. Venezuela is the world's largest stranded asset, 300 billion barrels of proven reserves. That's more than Saudi Arabia. But for 10 years, that wealth was locked behind a geopolitical wall. Operation Absolute Resolve didn't just remove a leader, it unlocked a $100 billion investment gap. Most people wait for the all clear to invest, but the all clear is when the profit is gone. We are playing the January barometer. Historically, if the first week of January is green, the year is green. And with the Trump administration's maximum pressure campaign moving into a maximum recovery phase, we have a unique opportunity to front-run the institutional money. Let's dive deep into the 7 stocks that are going to fund your soft life for the next 3 to 5 years. Let's start with the undisputed queen of this trade, Weatherford, WFRD. If you're looking for event alpha, this is it. The Orinoco Belt is famous for extra heavy crude. This isn't the light, bubbly oil you find in West Texas. This is thick, viscous, and stubborn. To get it out of a 10-year-old neglected well, you need something called artificial lift. Weatherford is the world leader in this specific tech. They don't just drill, they resuscitate dying wells. In our 2026 landscape, the quickest way to get Venezuelan production from 900K barrels a day back to 2 million is not by drilling new wells, it's by fixing the old ones. The depth. Weatherford has a unique high volatility profile. While these super majors are slow, WFRD is agile. Our research shows that genetic optimization models for this transition suggest a 47% allocation to WFRD. Why? Because their EBITDA margins are projected to expand by 200 basis points as they dominate the $10 billion rehabilitation phase. They are the blacksmiths of the Orinoco. You don't buy the oil yet, you buy the pump that brings it to the surface. Next up is COMC. Now, you might be thinking, steel? That sounds like a lot of work. But babe, steel is the physical layer of the internet. COMC is a Zacks Rank 1 strong buy for a reason. They are the leading provider of rebar. Think about the 2 biggest trends of 2026, the Venezuela rebuild and the AI data center boom. The depth. Every AI server needs a data center, and every data center is a massive reinforced concrete box. Data center construction spending is up 26% year over year, hitting over $41 billion. COMC is the primary supplier for these AI temples. But here's the kicker. Venezuela needs pipelines, thousands of miles of them. COMC's recent acquisition of Foley Products gives them a stranglehold on the concrete and pipe markets. They are sitting at the exact intersection of the digital gold rush and the physical oil rush. At a PE ratio that is still incredibly modest, COMC is the boring stock that builds a very exciting bank account. We cannot talk about Operation Absolute Resolve without talking about the brain behind the raid, Palantir, PALTR. In 2026, we have moved past AI hype and into AI efficiency. Palantir isn't just a software company, it's the operating system for modern warfare and national reconstruction. During the Caracas raid, their AIP, artificial intelligence platform, was used to disable the Venezuelan grid and track the movements of the first family in real time. The depth. Palantir just secured a $10 billion deal with the U.S. Army. This isn't just a contract, it's an integration. They are now the central nervous system for military logistics. But for our soft life play, look at their U.S. commercial revenue. It grew by 121% last year. Why? Because companies are using Palantir to automate their entire supply chains. Whether it's rebuilding an oil field or managing a global retail empire, Palantir is the tool that makes the lazy girl strategy possible. They do the data crunching, you take the profit. With a target of $500 in the next 3 years, PLTR is the high alpha software play. If Palantir is the brain, Kratos is the muscle. The Caracas raid proved one thing. The era of the $100 million manned fighter jet is being challenged by the $10 million autonomous drone. Kratos' XQ-58A Valkyrie was the star of the operation. These are loyal wingman drones. They are stealthy, they are autonomous, and most importantly, they are attritable. The depth. The U.S. Marine Corps has officially made the Valkyrie a program of record. That is fancy military speak for we are going to buy these for the next decade. Kratos is up 146% in the last year because they disrupted the old primes. They can build a drone in weeks, not years. As the U.S. looks to maintain deterrence in South America and the Middle East without putting more boots on the ground, Kratos is the primary beneficiary. It's the highest growth play in the 2026 defense budget. Now, let's talk about the second-order effect. Where does the Venezuelan oil actually go once Weatherford pumps it out? It goes to the U.S. Gulf Coast, specifically to refiners like Phillips 66. The depth. Venezuelan oil is heavy and sour. It's hard to process, but PSX has spent billions over the last decade optimizing their refineries specifically for this type of crude. For years, they've had to pay a premium to get Western Canada Select oil piped down from the north. But with the Orinoco reopening, PSX gets a geographic discount. The oil is closer, it's cheaper, and it perfectly matches their machines. This creates a massive margin expansion. They buy the raw product for less and sell the gasoline for the same price. Our 2026 forecast sees PSX returning 50% of their operating cash flow to shareholders through dividends and buybacks. It's the income queen of the Venezuela trade. Finally, we have to talk about protection. A soft life is a hedged life. The world in 2026 is beautiful, but it's volatile. We have massive corporate tax cuts, the One Big Beautiful Act, which are great for stocks, but they increase the U.S. deficit. When the deficit goes up, the dollar feels a little thin. The depth. Gold hit record highs in 2025, surging 60%. For 2026, analysts are targeting $5,000 an ounce. Central banks in China, Poland, and Turkey are buying gold at record rates because they want to de-dollarize. GDX is the ETF for gold miners. When gold goes up 10%, these miners often go up 20 or 30% because of their operating leverage. If the Venezuela transition gets messy, or if tensions with Russia and China escalate, GDX is your weighted blanket. It's the insurance policy that ensures your wealth stays heavy even if the world feels light. Buying the January dip in GDX is a classic macro baddie move. We're rounding out the list with the final boss of energy, SLB. While Weatherford is the agile fighter, SLB is the global titan. The depth. SLB has a 4.0 fundamental rating. They are the ones who provide the electric completions, tech that allows for real-time predictive intelligence 2,000 meters below the ocean or deep in the Orinoco mud. In 2026, SLB is no longer just an oil company. They are a global tech powerhouse. They have more engineers than most Silicon Valley firms. They are the ones who will ensure that the $100 billion reconstruction isn't just a patch job, but a high-tech digital oil field. If you want a stock that feels like a core holding, something you can buy and forget for 5 years, SLB is the one. Conclusion: the sovereign strategy. Girls, the Orinoco reset isn't just about oil barrels, it's about a shift in power. The hustle culture girls are going to spend the next 3 years working 3 jobs to keep up with inflation. They'll be reacting to the news, not profiting from it. But the soft life strategist, we are positioning ourselves where the money is forced to go. We're riding the infrastructure wave with COMC and SLB. We're capturing the innovation alpha with PLTR and KTOS. And we're ensuring our piece with GDX. Don't go hollow, babe. The market is broadening, the secret menu is open, and for the first time in a decade, the path to a sovereign, soft life is paved with Orinoco gold. I've put the full list of tickers, entry points, and 2026 catalysts in the description box. Go read it, set your alerts, and then go take a nap. You've officially outworked the grinders.